up, YouTube? Real recognized real. Welcome to another Real Talk with J-Man. Hope everybody out there is living the best life that they can. Hope everybody's being drama-free, sucker-free, because that's the best way to be. You know what I'm saying? So, Trap Lord Ross, he's under a lot of scrutiny and a lot of fire, man, for that documentary he made. There's people like Chicago Dave and shit saying that documentary reopened a lot of wounds and it's causing a lot more violence in Chicago. Come on, man. Come on, man. So you mean to tell me some white dude over in the UK that put a documentary together that was composed of the tweets Vaughn made, videos that were already, all this shit was already out for the world to see and shit. His cases, all that shit, is responsible for the violence that's been going on in Chicago. Nobody blames the rapper though. Nobody was blaming Vaughn when you know what I'm saying? There's like no accountability, man. The same shit happened to Academics, man, when he made that War in Chirac shit. Now, Ack did give cats nicknames and shit, which made people want to press certain people. Like, you're going to name somebody the Grim Reaper of, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers, oh, shit. I'm the Grim Reaper for real. So, that's where Ack was wrong. But, I mean, Trap Lord just put out a documentary, man. You know what I'm saying? And Vaughn's cousin tried to get it taken down, you know. The only thing, it's a really well put together documentary. I don't feel to call Vaughn a serial killer, even though at the time his ops were calling him that. He, you know what I'm saying, he on there eating cereal and shit, getting a kick out of that shit. He was just, if you had a friend, a really, really close friend to you, like, you know what I'm saying, y'all like this. You even change your Twitter handle to part of his name, dies while you're locked up. And then another one of your really, you know what I'm saying, close friends dies basically right in front of you. If I was part of an organization and somebody did that shit, then I would get a kick out of killing the other side too. I would be getting a kick out of that shit. Oh, you took my people. You know what I'm saying? Vaughn was a product of his environment, man. And then Traveler goes to say he wasn't just a normal gangbanger to survive. He was getting his get back, man. You could tell that Ross never lost nobody due to street violence, man. And I understand what he was trying to say in the documentary. I really do. You know what I'm saying? Vaughn did. He was ruthless. He was ruthless. And he seemed obsessed with it. But, you know, that shit, the streets did that shit to him. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of dudes like Vaughn. To me, a serial killer doesn't have a motive and shit. Vaughn had motives. He had a motive. This is a war that's been going on since the fucking 60s and shit. Between the BDs and the GDs and shit. Vaughn was killing the same people who, if they caught him, they would have killed him. So his thought process was, I'm going to get him first. You know, I don't really, the goes for, yeah, he was he mentally fucked up? Without a question. Without a question, he was mentally fucked up. But that's what that shit will do to a motherfucker, man. That's what the streets will do to somebody, man. You know? I've lost someone due to street violence. It turns you cold. It makes you feel like you know what I'm saying? You turn into the devil. R.I.P. I ain't gonna put their name out there and shit. But, you know, those that know me know. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So we blame the journalists? Or do we blame the rappers? Who, you know what I'm saying? Somebody can control if they get on Twitter, if they get on Instagram and diss dead people and I mean, who do we blame, bro? They want a scapegoat. Like, blame the white guy in the UK that all he did was research. Or the nerdy guy who ain't a street guy and all he did was research. Like, come on, man. And I don't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't disrespecting nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Like, I understood what the Chicago Dave dude was trying to say type shit. But to put all the violence on some if Trap Lord Ross make you slide, then if some white guy in the UK can make you slide on your ops and shit, then there's no hope anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. The streets have gone, you know, the streets have always been wild and, you know, all that, but this shit, filming everything, we live in an era where cats self-snitch to prove that they did some shit on camera. I don't understand that shit, man. I really don't. Like, we didn't bring cameras around and gang ties and all that shit where it was something you didn't speak on. You know what I'm saying? But so, yeah, I feel like he should, maybe the whole serial killer thing. Like, he did have a lot of fucking bodies, though, man. He did have a lot of bodies. It was a war, man. Do you call the general at war a serial killer? You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to equate street gangs to the military, but I'm just saying, you know, shit, they were using military fucking weapons because military was bringing it into Chicago and selling it, which is insane. Ex-military, whatever the fuck. We're bringing that shit in and selling it to the street gangs and shit. So who do we blame them? Who do we blame, bruh? Who do we blame? We definitely don't blame a couple of journalists who all they did was simply research, gather up tweets and Instagram lives and public knowledge already, and compromise them into a structured, organized fucking documentary. Like I said, the only thing Act did that he maybe shouldn't have done was give motherfuckers nicknames and shit. Pray for Chicago, man, and pray for, you know, St. Louis. Pray for all the major cities, man. You know, I think St. Louis is murder capital or some shit, right? I don't know, man. I don't even know what city's on the. It's the streets are the streets, man, and you know, pray for the streets in general, man. No matter where you at, but Chicago, man, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Imagine growing up in Chicago, man. Imagine growing up, you can't even walk down to the store. Every day is a gamble. Every day is a gamble. And Vaughn was playing. I'm not making it right what he did, but somebody would have done the same to him, bro. That war is senseless, man. The streets have gone crazy, bro. There's no like And the problem is, man. The problem is, man. All the OGs are gone, man. They're either dead or in prison or something. They have no leadership, bro. There's no leadership. Nobody guiding them and shit. You know? And they're just running wild out here, man. So, like I said, man, who do we blame, man? Do we blame those military people that were bringing the guns into Chicago? Do we blame the gangs? Do we blame the rappers? Do we blame social media? You know? I feel like Ross wasn't wrong, man. And you know, calling him a serial killer was maybe a little, but I mean the man was fucked up in the head, man. And some of those tweets. But like I said, man, Vaughn even tried to say he wasn't a normal gang member who, I mean, he just he just turned it up. Especially after, you know, after like V. Roy died and White and people he genuinely had like love for. And you know, that same mentality goes for the other side, man. They had people die close to it. The whole war was, you know what I'm saying, is you know, because I doubt anybody learned from that, man. I doubt anybody learned from that. You know, it's unfortunate they can't just come together. But like I said, man, the shit's deep, man. This shit's been going on since like the 60s and shit. Generations of this beef. You know what I'm saying? And they live. That's the crazy part. They live in that small area, and you put you know what I'm saying? At least in LA, yeah, there may be a couple hood, like, kind of, but they're more scattered and shit, for the most part. For the most part. You may have opposing hoods right on top of something, but it's not like, you know what I'm trying to say? I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about, man. I've never been to LA or Chicago, so I can't really speak on the demographics of the land and shit. But I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. But, do I feel like he was a serial killer? No. Do I feel like Ross was wrong? No. There's also other people saying he's a culture vulture, that he's making money off the tragedy of I mean, I don't see that either, man. He's, you know, I feel like Ross should go to Chicago and maybe speak to people. You know, maybe, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I feel like he just, it's a crazy story, man. No, no pun intended. It's a crazy story, and it really does draw you in. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think Ross knew it would get his fucking, it would have such a huge impact like it did. He probably thought it was gonna be like all his other videos, which, you know, have quite a bit of views and shit, but I think this one's sitting well into the millions now, man. I gotta check that shit, but it's up there. A lot of people are talking about it. Shout out Trap Lord Ross, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been rocking with his channel for shit, a few years now, man. You know, and dude, does his due diligence, man, and he put together documentaries. You know what I'm saying? This is shit. This is shit motherfuckers are doing online and shit, man. He didn't blame them. I don't get the self-snitching shit personally, man. But hey, you know, it's a different era, different time. R.I.P. to everybody that lost their lives in that situation, man. But somebody needs to start taking accountability and not blaming some dude all the way in the UK who just like, come on, man. And that's in general for a lot of shit, man. People need to start taking accountability, man. Anyways, man, I'm gonna sign up off here, y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe. Make sure y'all hit that notification bell, man. I know it's been a little minute, you know what I'm saying? But hey, you know what I'm saying? Real life happens too, you know? So, make sure whatever you do, cut the toxic and negativity out your life, man. Make sure you're moving forward to a positive direction. Stay blessed. And stay drama free and sucker free, man. Much love, man. That's been Real Talk. Peace.